and welcome back to my daily cup of tea. I'm Michelle, and today we're doing organic gunpowder from Tealuxe. It's bin 146 if you go to tealuxe.com. And this is a pure green tea. There's no flavoring in it, it's just green tea. Green tea is made by, the tea company will let the tea leaves dry, and then they steam them. And then they roll those leaves into tiny little pellets. And I've got some example, and I also put a picture up on the website so you can sort of see it. But here are the tiny little pellets. You can see they're just little bitty balls. And the thing you want to remember with this kind of tea is that, with any kind of green tea, is the tighter the pellets and the shinier the pellets, the fresher the tea. If you buy some pellets and they're unfurling or they feel really too dry and brittle, I mean, they're dried, but they shouldn't crush to dust in your hands. And I've had tea like that, and it's never good. Another way you can tell if your green tea is fresh or not, at least to me, is when green tea isn't fresh and you make it, it's got a little bit of a fishy taste to it. And yeah, not in a good way. I don't know that fishy is ever a good thing, but well, I guess unless it's fish, maybe. But anyway, so that's one way you can tell if your green tea is good and fresh. Shiny equals fresh. Excuse me, I'm getting over a little bit of a cold, plus allergies. Yay. The way I like to do green tea is I like to take just a teaspoon and throw it in the cup, and then pour water over top of it. And with water, you don't want it too hot for green tea because it will burn. And you will know it's burned because it will taste burnt. You want the water to, usually what I do is bring it to a boil and then let it sit for about 5 minutes and let that temperature come down a little bit. Then pour it into your cup. And again, I just pour a teaspoon of green tea leaves in my cup because I like to watch the leaves unfurl. I think it's really cool. The pellets kind of start on the top of the water, and then as the leaves get saturated with the water and your water becomes tea, they kind of pop, and then they all float to the bottom. So once your leaves are all in the bottom, it usually takes about 3 to 5 minutes. So it's a good steep time for me. However, if you're someone who doesn't like leaves in their tea, and I can certainly understand why you don't, some people don't, then you can also use an infuser that you can put the pellets in the infuser, and the infuser just goes right in the cup. I'll see if I can remember to put one to link to one on the blog, so that you can go and see what I'm talking about. Because unfortunately, I don't have one that just sits purely in the cup, because I like to watch my tea leaves unfurl and pop and become tea. So with this tea, let's take a little bit of a drink. And, as I said, I like to have tea leaves in there, which means you might end up with one in your mouth every once in a while, but that's okay with me. This tea is, like I said, it's a pure green tea, so there's no flavoring. A lot of green teas you can get with mint, and those are good. Mint, I've had some with a little bit of citrus, really good, but a gunpowder is just green tea, as far as that's all the gunpowders I've ever had. This is a really fresh tea. It's not got any of those really, really grassy notes that you come across with a lot of pure green teas. I really like this. Smooth, no back-end charcoaly taste, which means I also didn't have the water too hot. But sometimes with green tea you can get that kind of on the back end. Or at least I can. So this is good. It's almost got some real, like, if it was a wine, I would say some like bark tastes to it, which I think just means it's a fresh green tea. So anyway, I like it. So it's gunpowder. It's from tealuxe.com, and we'll link to it on the website. It's bin 146 if you go to tealuxe.com. It's called Organic Gunpowder Tea, and I like it. If you're looking to try a green tea that's not flavored, you've been trying some flavored ones, and now you want to step it up a little bit, go for an unflavored one as your sort of manipulating through your tea journey, this one might be a good one for you to try. Okay? If you've tried it and you liked it, leave some comments on the blog. If you've tried it and you didn't like it, leave some comments on the blog because we can talk about it. All right? I will talk to you guys later and have a wonderful tea. Wonderful day, wonderful cup of tea. And this is Michelle with My Daily Cup of Tea. And this is organic gunpowder, bin 146 of Tealuxe.com. And I hope you guys come back. Bye. Mmm.